It's okay, I think. Here's what it, I remember. Here's what it looks like in full. I'm just doing the line art. When I usually start on streams, I usually have the sketch already done because sketching usually takes like an hour or sometimes 30 minutes. Because as you can see with the lines and stuff, extremely rough. That's crazy. I have been, oops, I have been planning on properly introducing my OCs, um, like character descriptions, but I don't know how I should do it. I was thinking of making it like a video, but then I realized I hate my voice and I hate how I sound. So I thought maybe I can just do like a regular character card thing, because I know how to do that. I just need like a reference. I don't know how to do it again, but I know how to do it. um, yeah. And then have like another slide talking about their actual description of them and like what they do and whatever. This is Danny. She is 15 feet tall and her powers is manipulation. Oh, okay. I never cared about art fight. I had one of my art friends on TikTok asking me, "Hey, are you doing art fight?" I was like, "No." And then she was asking me like, "Why?" I was like, I never told her, but I never did art fight before. That's mainly because I never cared about doing art fight. I just never cared to do so. I didn't have enough juice in my system to care. So yeah, I had a comment once with one of my recent. Oh, I I had a comment on one of my shorts. Oops. This comment asks like, why is why this popular yet? It was about Danny, and I was like, I don't know. Beats me. People tell me I'm underrated almost every day. So like, I don't know. I honestly didn't think you'd come. Not saying that you wouldn't come. Okay. I don't know. All I said was like, I was streamed today in your DMs. Also promoted in your Discord. I just didn't think much of it. That's crazy. Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, no, you usually sleep around this time. So that's why I'm like, huh? What are you doing here? Adam Sandler, what are you doing here? There we go. That's crazy. She is my only plus size character. One of my friends was like, oh, you should make E plus size. And I'm like, no. My final answer was like, no, period. Uh, the reason why he isn't plus size, since he is the representation of my dad, is because in my eyes as a child, I always thought he was charming, even though he's chunky, man. I was like, yeah, my dad in real life, he's a fat guy, like he's a chunky boy, like yeah, but I wanted him to not be like that because in my eyes, I thought of him as charming. So in a way, for him to look charming to me was to not make him like super like he's not fit. The character himself isn't necessarily fit, but he's not necessarily like fat either. I would say he's just regular size to me, you know? So I just didn't feel like making him plus size because I wanted to make him more charming. And it worked because people are simping over him. And I'm just like, okay. It worked a little bit too well. It worked a little bit too well. People have been simping over my OCs for a while now, and it's unintentional. I don't mean to make them attractive, but people are simping over them. People are simping over Danny simply because she has a tummy. And I'm just like, okay, alright, that's cool, I guess. That's fine. I know I said I always wanted people to simp over my OCs, but goddamn, these people, jeez, where's your parents? Do they know you went like this on the interwebs? Horrendous behavior. I'm just kidding. I think my favorite character out of the cast that I've ever made would probably be Lilac. Simply because this man is strong. I know he doesn't look strong, like he's physically not strong, but he's magically strong. He's inspired by Doctor Who and Doctor Strange at the same time. Okay. He is he's strong enough to basically destroy the universe if he wanted to. But he's not going to because he's not that guy, okay? He's just not that guy. I'm not entirely sure if I have a favorite villain though. I recently have been drawing my villains more, because I used to avoid drawing them, because I never thought that I could actually draw them good. Like, I had the designs of them in my mind, but I thought, this ain't gonna work. I might as well just quit now while I'm ahead. And then I decided to pick them back up. So then I realized, how am I an artist if I can't draw all of my OCs? What is this? What is this? No. So, yeah. There. Yay! She looks glorious. She looks glorious. I seriously thought this was like not gonna end up good. I'm so happy. This looks good. This looks good. See, I'm telling you, sometimes practice comes in handy. I'm gonna just steal her eyeballs real quick. Thank you. And then I'm gonna just, oops. Nobody saw that, right? That did not happen. It was all in your imagination, right? That did not happen. What color is this? The eyeballs? This is the eyeballs. Look at that. I totally knew that, guys. I totally knew what I was doing the entire time. Remember that? Danny, her character in general, is inspired by Ursula. And E's design is inspired by Dr. Facilier. Oh yeah, I used to draw like facial expressions a lot when I was younger. I used to like draw a lot. I mean like a lot of facial expressions. I was more focused on facial expressions rather than drawing actual bodies. And then I learned about actual bodies later on. And like, I learned from Jaden Animations and Dawn Comics. And then like, over time, I was learning about the Steven Universe and how they do their bodies. And that's when everyone is like, oh my god, this looks exactly like Steven Universe. Oh my god. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you got me. I'm kind of guilty, man. Yeah, I'm like, I'm kind of guilty. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like a wee bit guilty. Oops, that's not what to do. And that. And then a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and yeah, it's like one of my all-time favorite shows. Nowadays, people are like, oh, your art style looks like Craig of the Creek. You didn't realize that Craig of the Creek's art style is like similar to Steven Universe, right? And Craig of the Creek came after Steven Universe. These new gens don't know anything. They don't know anything. I'm just kidding. If you're... I've watched Craig of the Creek like once or twice, but I was never really like into it as much. It literally came after it. Let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna just throw this out the window. I don't need it anymore. And then I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna just grab this a little bit. And I'm gonna, oops. That did not happen. Alright, you did not see anything. Yeah, I like Adventure Time. Recently, I've been watching Adventure Time series. I've never watched the entirety of Adventure Time, but I watched them very spotty when like regular show was around. But I didn't watch the entirety of Adventure Show. I think the only show that I went out of my way to watch the entirety of was Steven Universe. Like, Steven Universe was the only show I went out of my way to watch the entire thing. Like, there was like YouTube channels that post the show after it comes out, just in case if people missed it or something. Which technically count as like leaks, but like I don't care, bro. um, I remember when I missed karate, and I was so upset. And then um, the YouTube channel would upload the shows. No, for real. Like Chowder and Courage the Cowardly Dog. It makes me so old. It makes me feel so old, man. I'm not even that old, but my friends who are like not that much younger than me, but just a tad bit younger than me, be like, "Ha, you're a granny." I'm like, "Bro, I'm 22. I ain't even that old for real." Like, what do you mean? Like, bro, I'm literally 22, bro. I ain't even that old. I swear, I haven't peaked yet. I haven't peaked. Come on, bro. I'm not even old. For real, for real. I haven't peaked. It's not fair. Because I never peaked in high school, man. I was the autistic kid that didn't even go with the weird kids because the weird kids didn't like my weird. It was so unfair. Life is just not giving, man. I mean, I guess you can say I kind of peaked. I guess I did. I don't know. I'm getting somewhere. I never understand people who peaked in high school. I don't. Oops. I don't get it. How do you even manage to do that? Yay. That's crazy. Like in middle school, um, one of my best friends at the time. The only reason why we're not best friends because we drifted apart. That's it. Um, that friend, right, had other friends, but I didn't like crowds. I didn't like people. And I never knew why. I just chalked it up that, oh, people just suck. No, that was my autism. I found out about my autism after high school. So, all this time I did not know I was autistic because I didn't know how autism works. No one mentioned that to me, like, except like once or twice. Um, but yeah. So at this time, we was doing this, it wasn't summer school, I don't think. It was like, it was like a, it was, it was like in, it was something, but I don't remember what it was. Um, I sat alone while my best friend was talking to her friends, and I was okay with that. And there was this random teacher, at least I think she was a teacher, and she was like, "Oh, why are you sitting here all by yourself?" Inside my mind, I was like, "Because I want to." Like, I was never good at speaking at all. I have a speech impediment. It's not as bad as it was when I was younger. I still can't pronounce things correctly. People make fun of my pronunciation sometimes, like my friend says sometimes. Um, but it wasn't as bad when I was like in elementary school. So, she asked these girls to sit next to me. I hate when people do this, and let me explain to you why. Because when people do this, they don't understand the danger that they're putting that person in. Because you don't know if those girls are bullies. You don't know anything. You're just trying to make people have friends for no reason because they're sitting by themselves. And like I know those girls are bullies too. I know those girls were bullies. They didn't bully me though. They were just talking to each other most of the time. And so I just got up and chose to sit somewhere else. I just chose to like sit by myself again. And then she left me alone. She probably realized that I wanted to be alone in the first place. That's I don't remember why we was there in the first place. It was there for a reason, but I just don't remember. I remember when a lot of people tried to put me with other people and try to make me be friends with them simply because I'm alone. And the thing is, I like being alone. I prefer alone than other people. And then people are like, oh, aren't you gonna get lonely being alone all the time? And it's like, you don't know what true loneliness is. You have no idea what loneliness actually is. Because loneliness to me is like, I'm in a crowd and no one is talking to me. I know there's people around me, but no one cares to talk to me. That is being lonely. That is true loneliness. Not like, oh, I'm like sitting by myself. No, I'm alone because I choose to be alone. Alright? No one really like choose to be lonely, you know what I'm saying? Oops. That did not happen. I did not mean to do that. I choose to be alone because it makes me happy. Hold on, I was reading. Oh, yeah, no. Most of the time, my friends bother me more than I bother them. But they know I will reply to them eventually. I have this strange thing where I don't like being bothered before noon, because my brain is still mentally awake in the morning. It's ridiculous, but I swear it's true. I'm like, the fuck are you talking to me? It's too early. Like, why are you talking to me at 9 a.m.? Go to bed. Even though 9 a.m. is when most people are awake and working. I am strange. I am such a strange person. But I seriously like waking up in the afternoon. I prefer waking up in the afternoon. Unless I have to go to work. And that's the case, I just rage quit in my mind. I blow up the planet with my mind. Because I hate waking up in the morning. Yippee. Because I work on the 4th of July. But I leave at 7. That's when the store closes. Whenever there's like... Cause like... Usually my store closes at like 8 o'clock. Usually. And whenever there's a holiday or something, it will close like an hour or two than usual. I'm gonna need you to stop being bright for like 2 seconds. You're hurting my eyeballs, okay? I already can't see. Gemus. Good lord. I already wear glasses. You're gonna make me blind. I don't deserve to be blind, laptop. Like, jeez. There we go. There we go. Yay! Now we got that side done. For a while, I'm throwing out the window, laptop. I'm gonna throw you out the window and fight you. I'm just kidding. Okay, this is in-game YouTube. I'm not actually going to commit violence on my laptop. Anyway, I've been craving cereal all month, bro. I want some fucking cereal. I want some cereal. Ever since last month, I've been craving some cereal. I don't care what kind. I just want all of it, man. I'm not picky when it comes to cereal, for real. I'll even take the healthy cereal. I don't know why people don't like the healthy cereal. It's just as not healthy as the healthy cereals. No, as the non-healthy cereals, yes. That's what I meant to say. Like, it ain't, like, neither of them are, like, that healthy anyway. So, like, come on. I told my friend that I like my cereal slightly soggy. Not too soggy, but just enough where I can still crunch. And my friend called me a serial killer and like a psychopath because I like my cereal just a little bit soggy. Well, I'm sorry that I have a preference. Like, sweet Jimmy's. I like having my preference of cereals. If it's too crunchy, then there's no milk. There's no milk in it, man. How you gonna call it cereal if you're just gonna eat the top? That makes no sense. Gonna make me rage quit. Gonna make me throw the universe out the window. My mom had bought groceries today, and I'm excited. Technically, she's been buying groceries, like spotting. That's okay. I ain't mad. She's doing her best. And I love her for it. What time is it? What time is it? 8 o'clock. Okay. I literally can't see. I'm so freaking blind. That's a 36 minutes? Okay, 36 minutes, okay. Now I only go on live for an hour now, instead of the 2 hours. So I get drained around the 1 hour mark. Actually, no. The 1 hour mark is when, like, I'm fine. I get drained close to an hour and 30. That's when I get drained. That's when I'm like, whew. Don't want to do that ever again. I figured if I keep them short and not extremely long, then at least I can get a piece done and upload them and not feel like the world is trying to eat me alive. Yay! Hmm. There. There we go. Look at this. Oops. Okay. Let's see. What should the color background should be? I'm feeling an orange on this one. I don't know. I'm feeling like an orange color here. Hold up. Do you think that's fine? Or should I go lighter? Or should I like a little bit lighter? Like a little bit like a lightish orange? Or like a little like a tad? Like this? I think this looks good. Yeah. I think this, hmm, I think, I think this looks fine. Yeah. I tend to choose colors that wouldn't work because I'm that guy. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see what I should do with this. Maybe like a red, maybe a maroon red or something, and then like and give him one of these. Yeah. I'm gonna flip this multiply. Nah, it ain't dark enough. Maybe this shade? So if I just put it like that, maybe I should copy the thing and change it to color back 3, put multiply, so I can't see a thing. I'm blind. Like that. I'm gonna put that, oh no. Put that like, what's that, 70? No, 78. They can tell I'm not wearing my glasses. I refuse to put them on. There's nothing you can do about it. More. Okay, that's 60. Now we're gonna contrast this with some highlights going on. With some highlight action. Now I'm gonna get some of that beautiful yellows. Okay. And then I'm gonna change this to screen to turn that all the way down. Actually, no. I'm gonna put this one for screen just a little bit up to about 35. I'm gonna put this down to about 25. Now it's time for shading. Yippies! The lighting isn't strong, so I don't expect the shading to be strong. So I'll just use that. When I shade, I use gray because gray is a neutral color. This is how I do my shading. This is probably the fascinating thing I've ever done. You're probably wondering, how do you do cross-hatching? By pressing M on keyboard to flip the canvas. But When I was a kid, I wanted a drawing tablet because all the other digital artists had a drawing tablet. But ever since I got this, my Windows 11, I don't want a drawing tablet anymore. I'm just happy with this now. Oops, I missed. Huh? I missed a thing. There we go. Get out of here. I always erase things that people will not notice. I don't know why I do that, but I just do that. You got a new one, right? Or like, whereas my memory is stupid. Because my memory is wackerdoodle. Like, it's not... No. It's not fair. There we go. Oops. Sometimes it does this. Oh. I understand. Don't worry, I have a vision, okay? All you gotta do is let me cook. I have a vision. There. I interpret hatching is like you're trying to figure out where the direction of the lines is going because um you have a light source and you want it to represent the light source. So that's how my brain interprets it. I haven't drawn traditionally in so long. But I'm not mad about it. I realized how much I actually hate drawing traditionally, despite me drawing traditionally most of my life. The reason why I hate drawing traditionally is because I'm heavy-handed, and digital art solves that issue by just being digital. Yeah, because AI is trained to scan, um, is being trained to scan, digital art and stuff. I get it. I hate AI art a lot. I talked about it a few times on stream, but like I never really like went into depth. But I hate AI art. I feel like it's a given that all artists should hate AI art. Because when people talk about AI, they confuse AI with like game AI. That is a very specific type of AI for gaming, like NPCs and stuff. They're not the same as generative AI or ChatGPT. Those are like two completely different things. They're not the same. But some people do confuse them somehow. I don't know how that even works. Yeah. People saying that drawing is accessible sounds dumb because it has always been accessible. Mm. It has always been accessible from when you went to kindergarten up till now. I don't want to hear nonsense. If you have a pencil and you have a paper, you can learn how to draw. Because yeah, no, exactly. Like it's meant to be a tool. It's meant to be a tool. But when you take other people's creativity, it's something else completely. Um, the reason why I hate AI is because a lot of people say that artists are talented when they don't understand that when it comes to this medium or any medium like that, um, when it comes to anything like that, um, people be like, "Oh, you're so talented," and I'm like, no, it's a skill. Art is skill. That's literally all it is. When I tried to explain that to people, this was like years ago. I don't know if they're friends anymore, but when I was friends with these people, that was horrible, and they were mean to me, and there were clear signs, but I'm that type of person who just thinks, no, they're misunderstood, autism. When I told them that, no, it's not talent, it's literal skill, they got mad at me for saying so. So, yeah. There are days where I look at my own art and like I think to myself, yeah, my art looks fine. And then I look at other people's art. The type of art that I look at is not even like my style ish, though my style is too unique for anyone to compare mine to, other than from like shows. And apparently a Man of the Adventurer, which makes no sense because it just feels racist. Because my main character has space buns, and the reason why she has space buns is because I have space buns. So I just feel like it's rooted in racism, but that's just my hot take. Anyway, um, I looked at the type of art that's like anime-ish, or like various ways of like cartoon, but I mainly look at like anime-ish art styles because that's what I wanted to achieve as a kid, was to draw anime because I really wanted to, but I realized that's not happening. So I did anime facial expressions instead. That's why my expressions are very this expression like because I take it from anime. Okay. It's not very often that I compare myself to others. It's just sometimes I see other people's art and I'm like, dang, I want to do that. But then I realize I'm too deep into this. Changing my style now would mean that I would give up something that I swore myself not to do, which is to actually render. Because I don't consider this as rendering, not even remotely close. I just consider this as shading. Because rendering usually changes the entire piece. That's how it works. It usually changes the entire piece. Hmm. When a lot of people call like digital artists like the way that people call like digital artists who are really good, especially on TikTok, really good, saying that, oh, you're using AI. They don't know what an AI speed paint even looks like. I've actually seen AI speed paints before. I've actually watched them before, and it looks nothing like the actual speed paint or the art at all. What AI does is that it stays on that thing and it doesn't move. Like, if it draws an eye, a lot of artists would be like, oh, I messed up the eye, and then they like move it or they like redraw it or something. AI doesn't do that. AI doesn't like adjust it or anything, it just stays like that. Of course, some artists can do that, but you have to be like the master of masters to even do that. To which I have yet to seen. Alright? Yeah. The thing with AI is that I don't blame the tool AI itself. I blame people that use it. I blame the companies that use it. I blame the companies that like use it for their advantage and then it tries to train on it. I don't blame the tool itself, if that makes sense. Because I don't know, some people act like the AI is real, well, not real, but alive, and has magical thinking powers and has a brain. No, it's a cog in a machine that gets told what to do. It gets told what to do, and then it does things like this, which harms other artists. It harms people in every which way. And people tells us, yeah, how about you just live with AI because it'll stay? No, we don't mind if it's a tool. Like, we don't mind if it's for video games or anything like that. We mind if it takes our creativity and turns it into slop because it means nothing. When artists draw something, it means something. There's a reason why someone put a stroke like that. There's a reason why a character looks like that. There's a reason why of everything that an artist do, even if it's like some sort of mistake. AI doesn't do that. AI doesn't know what the hell it's doing. You put in a prompt and then you do it. That's how that works. That's exactly how it works. I blame the people that use the generative AI. I blame people who put in other people's pieces and put it in there out of spite and saying that, oh, it looks better. Yeah, no. People, we used to bash people for tracing. We used to bash people for stealing. We still technically do. On TikTok, there is still people who are stealing other people's art, not creating them. There are still people who are tracing. Like, yeah, that's still a thing, but it's not as big as AI. It's not as big. I mean, it's still big, but it's not as big. You can tell, for the most part, when something is AI because it's saturated and it hurts the eyes. And it never gets the anatomy right. Ever. It never gets the anatomy right. And it looks strange. It looks really strange. Like, I have seen, like, real life AI, not AI art, but like real life AI where they use it for scams. Like, there's these old people. Yeah, no. Um, like, there's like these scams with these old people that are like, hey, my shop is selling out soon, and I am selling purses and watches and etc. Come get it before it's all gone. That type of stuff. And like, at first glance, you wouldn't notice it's AI until you look really close, and then you can tell, like, oh, never mind, that is AI. Oh no. Oh no, that's not Gucci. That is like so not Gucci. Oh no. Nah, for real. Cause like, it's so dumb. Why would you do that? Like, why would you steal another person's art, putting it through AI and say that it looks better? Yeah. And I'm like, why? What's the deal? There's actually this drama that I saw once where like this artist's friend was pretending to be someone else and like harassing them by stealing their art and putting it through AI and sending it to them. And then at the end, they revealed themselves and they're like, "Oh yeah, I was just playing. I was just joking." And then the artist was like, "Why would you do that? That is such a scummy thing to do." And then that person broke up with that person. Cause like, why would you do that? That makes no sense. That literally makes zero sense. See, I told you to get on here, you dummy. Oh my god. You know what time I freaking extreme. God. You know what? No hot dogs. You get no hot dogs for one day. No more hot dogs for you, buddy. I am revoking your hot dog privileges. That's right, buddy. No hot dogs for you. No more hot dogs. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have revoked hot dog privileges, Jay. You can't get any more hot dogs ever in your life. Okay, you are grounded. You are grounded. That's what you are. Grounded mid. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Says me! What you mean, says who? Says me! God. You're just mad, bro. Like, what you mad for? This is your fault. You should be mad at yourself. God. This is why you built like a cheese stick. You freaking built like a cheese stick. Bruh. What? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean no cheese sticks for me? I deserve the cheese sticks, actually. I don't care, I'm lactose intolerant. Okay, I'm eating the freaking cheese sticks. Whether you lie or not. You fool. You ain't stealing my cheese sticks. Oh, not my cheese sticks. I ain't even doing nothing, bro. Oh my god, bro. I'm calling the police. They stealing my freaking cheese sticks. Oh my god. I ain't even do nothing. No. Yeah. That is literally so unfair. I ain't even do nothing. That is so uncouth behavior, actually. That is so uncouth. Like, come on, man. Let's put this on. Okay, wait a minute. Is it just me, or does this kind of like eat? Like, this kind of eat. Like, this kind of eat. This kind of, it kind of eats. It kind of like crunches. You know what I'm saying? This kind of like crunch. No! Stop eating it! Stop eating it! Oh my god. A little bit of that. A little bit of this. There we go. Yay! Jay, are you proud of me? Are you proud of me, Jay? You better be proud. I'm gonna fight you. Yeah, I think this works. Since the lighting isn't extremely strong, I don't expect the shading to be strong. I think this is fine. Yay! Jade's proud of me. Tee hee. Tee hee. I'm just gonna. There we go. Now, time to add the signature. Man. That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild for you to say, Jay. I thought you would be on my side. I thought you loved it in me. There you go. I'm gonna. What? Oh, that's right. This is on the. This is on the wrong layer. There we go. There we go. Now this looks fantabulous. Alright. I'm gonna export this. Oh, 30 exactly. Now we're doing the sacred ritual. This is the sacred ritual. Okay? We watch it together. Okay? We watch the speed paint together. Are you ready for the sacred ritual? Ta-da! There's the sacred ritual. This is the thing I do with my subs. Save as. Let me flip this to a PNG. There we go. Yay! Now that art is finished, I shall disappear and post this. Okay? Don't worry, this will be a VOD, as always. So if you want to watch back, you can, if you want. Not that you have to, but if you like want, I will yap to you guys next week's. Thanks for stopping by. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Yay! Did it work, sis?